John Higgins.
Between them, 9 World Championship titles, 21 maximum breaks, 1,569 century breaks. Not for nothing is this snooker's El Clásico. First played each other as professionals 23 years ago.
Well, that's the first mistake. And double kiss on the red. Higgins with a chance. Black goes. Oh, we screwed it a little bit.
8. Nine. 16.
Chance to go in front early.
17. 22.
O'Sullivan played sensational snooker this afternoon, 3 centuries in that match against Shang Yong, a match which ended in very bizarre circumstances with a pitch invader.
Yeah, so O'Sullivan could have took the red on that he played. Decided to play safe.
30.
Now, he could leave
31.
the cue ball short on this next red, so he could open more reds up. And that's what he's played. Now he can bring more reds into play. Well, that's not too bad. He had a bit of reverse side on the cue ball to take him towards the blue. Looks a little pacey, but he's got the one to the middle.
44. 45.
He's just under hit that one, but the red just below the blue is okay to play for.
50.
Just preparing himself mentally to give this one everything. It's missable.
$51.
Now, doesn't need to go into those reds. There's enough loose ones for him to win the frame.
58.
It doesn't matter how
59.
good you are. When you're sat in your chair, nothing you can do about it.
59. 65.
He needs this pink, and
66.
snooker's required.
Yeah, so the crowd realising that was frame ball.
72.
No, and Higgins
73.
is in a small group of players who O'Sullivan just cannot intimidate. Mark Selby, I guess, would be another.
Well, he looks in a mean mood, John Higgins.
$81. 88. 89. 96.
So John Higgins
97.
is going to start with a century.
104.
Higgins won the Indian Open recently. That took him second on the all-time ranking event winners list.
105.
29, one ahead of O'Sullivan.
111.
And still playing at the
120.
very top of his game, as is
130.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
160. 120.
It's quite incredible, really.
125.
And we screwed that one slightly.
131.
What a great start. One chance it took. And he's made a total clearance of 138. Let's hope that sets the pattern for the evening. Scotland versus England. It's advantage Scotland. John Higgins leads Ronnie O'Sullivan 1-0.
22.
Whoa. Stay there. Stay there.
No, we've got someone running into the arena. He's going to carry on. I'm not quite sure what she's doing. I'm not quite sure how she got in past the security, frankly. Well, he's going to let her pop the black or have a go at it.
Do I get ready for getting? Okay.
This couldn't happen to anyone else, could it? Bit of practice needed, I think. So, a rather unusual end to the afternoon, if it will end. And Ronnie O'Sullivan books his place in the last 16 of the English Open, despite that pitch invasion late on. He's had breaks of 126, 127 and 129.
I don't think it's quite snooker. Certainly didn't play the cue ball there. Players always play cue ball as close to the cushion as they can on the break-off. Tap on the table from O'Sullivan. When you get two players as good as these two, the safety has got to be even more important than it is normally. Not to leave anything at all. Great shot. And unless you can see that red just behind the pink, you may be able to pot it. It's close. Great shot. He had a look to see if the red would go. Maybe play for the red behind the pink and clear that area.
Five.
Sheer determination.
6. 12. 13.
The pink's the easier ball, but you can't seem to get to a red from the pink. And look at all the left-hand side on the cue ball, trying to bring some of the reds into play, maybe the black. He has a little smile to himself because although he is on a red, it's difficult to get to a colour. And if he plays the red into the left corner, that's missable. Yeah, that was missable. There was pressure on that.
John Higgins.
So O'Sullivan with a chance. He deserved better from that good blue with all that side on the cue ball. Well, he didn't play to hit the black, but it's turned out pretty good. So, chance to get his arm going,
7.
get a feel for this match.
Well, he's had 5 centuries in his last 2 matches, 2 best of 7s.
Well, this is an awkward table. It's brought those reds into play.
14.
Easy safety shot he could play. But this is tough. That wasn't easy. Well, the red, not too difficult, but getting onto a colour, it's a different problem. the two reds behind the black spot, stuck in the cue ball. And that's why he's giving this plenty of thought. Well, it may be spot the red and see if you can get a good kiss somewhere, because can't avoid the reds.
One.
Just see the sheer determination in Higgins' face when he's absolutely on it. Well, there's something happening in the audience. I think someone has just been led out, actually. Can help to have a bit of slight delay here. I think someone's been taken ill, actually, so there's going to be a slight delay here. I can tell you the security are just helping the gentleman, I think. Outside, maybe have a glass of water.
Let's hope he's okay. He didn't look in a good way, but he's in good hands now. Well, it was tight, the red.
John Higgins,
It
7.
looked as though it would go. What a chance.
Well, it couldn't be helped, obviously, what happened in the audience. Someone was taken ill, but obviously it did mean that Higgins had to just wait for a minute or so.
1.
He was certainly on top,
8-9.
and I expected him to win the frame from there.
9. 16. 17.
Choice of reds to play for.
24. 25.
Well, he's thinking of playing for the red on the cushion, but he could play for any one of those four reds.
32. 33.
He tried to go through the gap,
4.
and this isn't as easy as it would have been had he gone through this gap. That's a great
41.
recovery shot, but it's going to have to go in and out of balk, I think. Just try and miss the yellow, come down for the red into the same pocket as the black. Oh, what a super shot that was on the pink. That was so difficult to play that shot.
47.
And now a great chance.
48.
Applause for frame ball.
Well, this is what happened.
55.
Just trying to pinch a bit of the pocket.
You could see how tight it was, that red, to go in there.
56.
And what about that for a positional shot? Using the pre-cushion in
61. 62. 68. 70.
This is great stuff from both layers.
73.
And a little unfortunate that there was some disturbance
77.
in the crowd for John Higgins. He may have potted that red, you'll never know.
82.
Well, O'Sullivan has took these so well. They're both bang up for this. Both producing
88.
excellent snooker already. He misses the black.
88.
But 88 will do nicely. Ronnie O'Sullivan. And 5 back to 88. The level in Barnsley. 1 frame all.
Well, there's one sticking out, but the black doesn't go to the right corner. Oh, great shot, and found the gap one beautifully through the reds. And you know he played that where the cue ball is. Coming straight down for these two reds above the black. And he's come a little bit too far, may have to take the red to the middle.
5.
Now he can get to the black from that red above the black.
6.
Now if he could take the red into the same pocket, he could screw past the red. Just like that.
30.
In 2 shots he's got the black clear. And that's simply by
40.
playing for the right red of the original colour. Look at the way he screwed around 2 cushions there rather than stun.
21.
It's given him chance of 2 reds the way he's played that shot. Most players would have just stunned off 1 cushion for the red. Oh, he's too high. No, that was just a little bit of carelessness.
21.
And he hasn't been doing that. How expensive is it going to be? Just a lapse of concentration. Well, I don't know if Higgins is still suffering from that red he missed in the last frame.
So Sullivan straight back in.
Straight back in with a really good shot and positional shot. That wasn't easy either, coming the top side of the black like he did. Now this is where the psychology of snooker comes in.
8.
Because O'Sullivan will be trying to make Higgins pay for that missed red.
9.
He knows that it could hurt him here.
$15. 60.
Now, will he choose the blue or the black to go into the reds?
22.
Looks like the black.
23.
He's left a nice angle. And maybe if he catches the outside red, the one on the right, they'd open nicely. That's the one. They haven't. It's got a long red to the baulk corner, but this is the red that I suggested, but didn't quite open as he wanted. And this is a really tough red to the baulk corner. Doesn't want to let Higgins straight back in again. It wasn't far away.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 30.
But hasn't left anything easy for Higgins. Lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to check it back down the table. Well, it's close.
Foul.
You tried to do that, you couldn't do it. Very unfortunate. But another chance for O'Sullivan. Now, how important is that going to be? Chance for Higgins to steal. Well, he's made some great clearances in his time, but there's nothing safe here.
One.
Now, is he on anything?
No. White ball. $40. 50.
Those two reds closest
20 to
together.
1.
the lower one, the one nearest the black, will go to the left corner. That releases the other one.
22. 28. 29. 36. 37.
Now, he may well fall to the
43.
blue here.
43.
Easier to get to the last red. And if he's
44.
slightly too hard, which he is, you take the green.
Well, we can see where this started. From the in-off, as Joe says, O'Sullivan misses the
47.
red to set up this opening.
Yeah, got so close to the red.
$48. 53. 55.
Well, that's not the best place on the green. Should imagine he'll still get to the brown, but it is possible from there not to be ideal on the brown. He's
58.
played it very well. Well, I'm pretty sure that Higgins would have thought that he was going to lose this frame.
62.
Well, you need a steely nerve to steal frames like
67.
this. Fair to say it's back.
73. I'm afraid.
Terrific clearance from John Higgins to the pink 73. John Higgins leads 2-1. 4 frames required for victory, so this becomes a big frame if Higgins can win it. 3-1, pressure on O'Sullivan. For the first time in the tournament, really, because O'Sullivan's only lost 1 frame in each of his 3 matches so far.
Got very close to that middle pocket, but that's what he intended to do with the cue ball. And that was the problem, really. He was leaving this red to the right corner, trying to get the cue ball close to the cushion. So a chance for Higgins. Oh, a rare miss. Now, where can I finish? Black's tied up, blue's tied up. There's a long way off this one. I think the black will go to the left corner. Judging by the red he's playing, it could go to the right corner.
1.
Now he'd want it to go back onto its spot. He could play for the red just behind the black.
8.
Now
No.
maybe give that red next to the blue a little nudge, just to free the blue, because he could be out of position if he does play it. But he's played it, but that's freed the 2 reds and the blue.
60.
Two reds by the black will
70.
go to the right corner. He'd like to get on those 2 as quick as possible.
$20. 21.
Well, that's a delightful cannon he's just played there. Didn't need to play it. But it's just like watching a master at work. Or two masters at work.
$36. 37.
Well, he won the United Kingdom Championship with a broken
44.
foot. I thought it was fractured, but I spoke to him earlier. He said it was broken.
44.
And that was a fantastic final with Judd Trump.
Well, a few years ago, even when his cue was
45.
broken shortly before the Masters, he got another one and just won the tournament.
Al developed another two reds. He could have won the frame without those two reds. Now he's got to be careful because if he does miss, the clearance is easier for Higgins. Doesn't look like missing though.
56. 57.
There's been the odd ball missed, but there's the pot success, both in the 90s.
So another red and a colour. It's going to be two each. The best of three.
64.
If you'd have told them when they turned pro
Seven.
as teenagers, they'd still be going strong into their 40s at the top of the game. They wouldn't have believed it. You don't at that age, but here we are.
71. 76. 77.
A little switch to left-handed
79.
and still playing the cannon to the brown.
Eight.
And what a shot that was. Working out
79.
a way to open those two reds on the right side cushion. Oh, so unfortunate.
So barring a trick shot, it's not going to
84.
be another century. But 84,
Ronnie
he
O'Sullivan,
wins the frame in one scoring visit. It's a cracking match this, it really is, between two great champions.
Well, that's a very good safety. Okay, the red is close to that ball corner, but such a tough pot and could be a frame loser if he misses it. So an easy opener for John Higgins.
1. 5. 10. 11.
He's overdone it.
15.
Chose to play it to the ball corner
John Higgins. 15.
and hasn't left anything. Oh, he didn't want it to hit that angle, and he's left the red on.
1. 6. 7.
36 points the lead.
40. 50. 22. 23. 29. 30.
All upon that missed double from O'Sullivan.
35. 36. 41.
Yes, and that just makes sure. I'll keep Ronnie sat in his seat. Well, point of no return. Sullivan can't afford to take anything reckless on, but may be forced into taking this red on. Oh, what a shot! What a shot from O'Sullivan. If that hadn't gone in, he could have lost. What a great shot.
Six.
Amazing how he just switches to his left hand. There's a delicate little screw shot like that.
13. 40.
It's very risky to play for those two reds by the black. Could finish out of position. That's what he's looking at. Those are the reds that are causing him problems at the moment. Well, that's absolutely perfect.
90.
But it's not a gimme, this pot. A little screw to the red to release the black, and he's in business.
Well, he played probably the shot of the match so far to get in initially.
57.
And every chance to take us to a decider.
28. 35. 36.
Very close to the red.
43. Okay, thanks, Ronnie.
Well, he's called himself on a foul here. He's called himself a double hit.
John Higgins.
How sporting is that?
Well, nobody else saw it. I'd like to see that one again. Here it is. Yeah.
Well, full marks to Ronnie O'Sullivan because nobody spotted it. It's hard to, but he felt it, of course, on the tip of his cue.
Well, I don't think you'd get that in any other sport. What a great game this is, and great players that play it.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan is back on with another fantastic long red.
Have another look at this. Again, if he misses it, it's over. Well, could have been.
Eight. 9.
So, won't need those three reds surrounding the pink.
60.
'Surprising miss.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 16.
Don't think he can believe it himself. Hasn't left anything easy for Higgins though. Yeah, nothing easy, but this red is on. Oh, so close. And shouts of, "Come on, Ronnie." I'm sure he will.
1.
Yeah, rueful look on Higgins' face. O'Sullivan really just needs to get on this next red.
Yes, Higgins knows. That was a really good chance.
4. 5.
So this black, to make absolutely sure, it's already one snooker needed, but the black, and we're going all the way.
And you couldn't call it, could you? They're both playing tremendously well. Both going for everything, trying to win the match. And look at all the side he had on the cue ball there to get the cannon.
21.
We've seen some terrific shot making here from O'Sullivan. We've also seen some terrific sportsmanship from him when he earned up to the foul earlier on.
28. 29. 23. 24. 40. 42. 45. 49. 54. 60.
For the third time, Ronnie O'Sullivan levels up. One more frame then to decide who's going through to the quarterfinals of the English Open here in Bath this evening. It's John Higgins 3, Ronnie O'Sullivan 3.
Thank you, the deciding frame. John Higgins to break.
John Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan have played 12 previous deciding frames and won 6 each, so they can't even be split on that. Here's another one, 3-3 in Barnsley this evening. Whoever wins this frame is through to the quarterfinals of the English Open. John Higgins has led by the odd frame 3 times. Each time O'Sullivan has hit back.
Great pot. First chance goes to O'Sullivan, and what a shot it is. Cannot believe that these two are playing this standard of snooker at 42. It's quite amazing.
Eight.
Just lost the cue ball there in potting the black.
9. 16. 70. 24.
Has he been fortunate? Will this red go to the left middle? Certainly very tight. Yeah, well played.
25.
Put him round for the blue. Absolutely spot on the disposition. So it looks a natural angle to play down for the red behind the black.
Third. 31.
It's all in his hands now. I think he played a cannon there to one of the reds, and it didn't work out.
38.
He's left himself with a more difficult red than it should have been. But recovered the situation.
44.
Again, just gone a little too far for comfort on the blue. This might not work out.
49.
Now the red goes.
Fifth.
Again, a delightful cannon to that red. Leaves him on choice of 2 reds to the left corner.
56.
Just a quick look at the scoreboard tells him a red and a black, or a pink. We'll see him through to the next round.
64.
Well, talk about a grandstand finish. John Higgins didn't get a
71.
chance in this decider. He's played great stuff
72.
himself. I mean, he can hold his head up high. He's played his part in a great match, but just had to sit this one out, this deciding frame.
Yeah, didn't do anything wrong except break off. Suppose you could say he didn't get the cue ball close enough to the cushion.
75.
What can you do when your opponent knocks in a red like O'Sullivan
76.
did and wins the frame from it?
Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan has been away from the circuit in recent times, not played much this season, but he's back. And for the rest, this is an ominous sign.
83.
He's produced great snooker to get to this stage, but to do it against John Higgins,
84.
to finish off like this against John Higgins, that sends a message to the rest of the tour.
91.
Five Nations events. Can he finish now with a century? No, he can't. But a break of 91 will do. He took it out in one visit. A match between 2 great champions of snooker produced a great match. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan in a single visit for 91 in the deciding frame. He's beaten John Higgins by 4 frames to 3.